So I figured out my camcorder has settings, like most cameras do. And I switched the settings to 60 FPS. Before it was at 30 FPS. I've been filming my videos throughout the years with this camcorder on 30 FPS when I had the option to have 60 FPS this whole time. I feel like such an idiot. Anyway, welcome to my channel, guys. We are doing some art today, as you could probably tell by the title, by the thumbnail. I was rummaging through my basement because what else are we gonna do in quarantine? And I found this lovely book that I made in, I think, grade 1. It is called The Fish Family, written by Lizzie Kage, and let me tell you, this is a classic right here. It is 3 pages, and it was laminated and bound by my teacher. A whole three pages. Wow. Quality stuff right here. The first page is just a printed out picture from Google Images, something like that. And then we actually get into my illustrations. So that's the first one. It's pretty decent. Get a load of those speech bubbles. This is the second one. Kind of boring. Not much happening here. And this is the third one. Still not much happening here. It's a little bit boring. I'm a little bit of a boring author, apparently. Let's read an excerpt, shall we? She yelled. Her mom and Tulip and Petal and Octopus swam all the way to the trap. Octopus dug and dug and dug a hole into the trap. Rainbow was free. And then in the morning they had breakfast and lived happily ever after. Wow. Quality writing right there. So today we are going to remake this lovely book. You see, to me, when I was in grade 1, this was a whole novel, but I think today we're going to remake it into a comic. Because it's about fish, I thought it would be cool to do some watercolor, because you know, they underwater, this is what they doing, they swimming around. And also watercolor is like my default medium when I want to get anything done. Anyway, we're gonna get started. So I have my pre-stretched watercolor paper pad. So this watercolor paper is taped along the spine here. So that means you can like use your watercolors right on the paper while it's still in the pad, because it won't deform like watercolor paper usually does. Okay, let's actually plot this out. Let's actually make this an 8-panel comic strip, and then we'll see how it goes from there. All right, so now what's actually gonna happen in each panel? We have to figure this out. So the first one is going to be title and introduction. So I think these next 2 small panels are going to be that one fish running away. This next one, I think she'll get stuck in the trap or whatever kind of cage that I put her in my my messed up children's book. Fish in cage. What are we gonna do for the diagonal ones? I think that these ones are going to be the rest of the fish family realizing that one of them ran away. So this is gonna be family realizes child is missing. I think we'll have just this one diagonal be they realize that the child is missing, and then this next one they're gonna start searching for her. All right, in this one they're going to find the child. I think that this one actually needs to be 2 boxes, get the child out the cage. And this one's going to be, I think I mentioned them, let me see, let me read up on the lore. So basically at the end they have breakfast and they live happily ever after. So I think this last panel would be appropriate if they had breakfast. So now I'm just gonna sketch out each panel, the basic characters that are in them. They're gonna be really light sketches so I can easily erase them later. I'm finished doing the sketches and now I'm going to outline it with this pen. This is India ink, so it's allegedly waterproof. I should probably actually test it to see if it's waterproof before I use it. So let's see if this is actually waterproof. Huh, I am pleasantly surprised. How very helpful. Thank you, India Ink, for making your ink waterproof.
Later that same evening.
We're still gonna continue on our next step in the process, which is using this, I think it's called masking fluid. Put this over areas that you want to protect from water, so it's waterproof. So we're gonna basically just be putting this over the areas that we want to keep white while we're watercoloring. All right, so this is all masked up, so let's just set this off to the side for now, and we're gonna get some colors. I want to make this very colorful. It's an underwater world. One of the fish is named Rainbow. We gotta make this colorful. So let's get all the colors of the rainbow. So I'm gonna do the background colors first, and I'm gonna try and do most of it with this my fancy watercolor brush. I'm not exactly sure what to call it. The daytime scenes, the ocean's just gonna be a nice lovely light blue. Please don't judge my watercoloring technique. I know it's wrong. I'm trying to get better. I just need a chance. I'm trying to redeem myself in the watercoloring community. All right, let's color in these lovely nighttime scenes with a little bit of dark blue. Actually, before that, we're going to paint our rainbow fish. And the reason that we're gonna do that is because I'm going to paint right over these colors with the dark blue. Because at night, things look like they're different colors than in the daytime. The red color of this fish isn't going to be the same red that you see at night and in the day. Let's get into some red, and let's make Mr. Octopus Dude red. He looks like a red kind of dude. Oh, that is just so beautiful. Guys, is it bad that I'm having more fun taking the masking fluid off than I did actually creating this comic? I feel like that's bad, right? All right, last one, BB. Delicious. All right, let's just take this out of here without, you know, ripping the whole thing. Just gonna sign the bottom here. You know, prove it's mine. And that is it. That is our remake of my childhood art. In comparison to the original, I think that this is a solid improvement, guys. I mean, not that 6-year-old Lizzie didn't have some talent up her sleeve, but I think that this is definitely better. I mean, it's just as colorful, which is exactly what I wanted. I'm pretty proud of this, guys, even though the watercoloring is a little bit messy. I kind of like that because it's underwater. I mean, everything is like blurry underwater, right? That's how it works. I think that this turned out pretty well, actually. I mean, it's not my best comic ever, but it's also not my worst comic ever. In terms of the art, I mean, the storyline is iffy, mostly because it was written by my 6-year-old brain. I don't think that my brain has developed that much since then, considering I didn't change the story at all. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please leave a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you would like to see more of my face, then you can subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Friday. Sometimes they're art videos, sometimes they're game videos. It's really whatever's going on that week. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.